We here, bro. What's the
Yeah.
deal?
Nice to see you, man.
The legend, the legendary. You know what I'm saying? He's made himself a legend. Dejon Paul. He interviewing me for the album, man. Y'all know who I am, King Twy. Album Thug Passion on the way. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the great. So
Appreciate
shit,
it.
let's get to it, man. Let's chop it up.
Yeah, before we start talking about the album that you sent me, that we're gonna get to in a minute, and just my critique of it or my initial review upon first listen or whatnot, I wanted to just chop it up with you about the game in general because you are one of the I don't want to say few because we do have a lot of lyricists out here on the West Coast, but you're one of my favorite lyricists out here on the West Coast. So how are you feeling about everybody want to know my opinion on everything? Let's flip the script. How are you feeling about the state of West Coast hip hop and just the
The
game right now, the
state of
rap
West
game?
Coast hip hop.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
state of West Coast hip hop.
yeah. Let's get you in trouble.
I think it's stationary right now. I think it's West Coast. Like I done, you know what I'm saying, traveled and been around. Like they really don't play niggas in the club or nothing like that on the radio stations
Yeah.
out of town. And you know what I'm saying? We go to Ohio, you know what I'm saying, Cincinnati, Kentucky, all these areas. They really ain't you ain't when you tap into the music, they not really playing West Coast. It's very few that trickle. But the good thing about California or just the West Coast demographic is you could be famous in California and still make a good living for yourself. Like
Because of the
the
population. We have
population is
enough
crazy.
population to suffice.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I
But
agree
you
with
might
that.
not be rich, but you could, you know what I'm saying? You got 200,000 followers. The nigga just really famous in
Yeah.
LA area. This nigga
You
got
could-
200,000 followers.
You can tour the West Coast or tour California and pay your bills and live
You
in a
can.
nice house.
You can.
XYZ. It's
Yeah.
definitely sustainable. It's just not it's not enough to be able to employ 10, 15, 20 people
Yeah.
or have the generational wealth conversation, but it is enough for
You
you.
going it's a good living. You can make a
Yeah.
good living strictly in California.
Right,
The
right.
thing that's I feel like is the great debate or whatever, for one, is the lyricism.
Mhm.
Two, most California rappers right now, they just want to talk about gang banging and killing.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And only really people who identify in with that is the small, you feel me, demographic. So once a motherfucker step outside that box,
Okay.
like, I feel like that's what I'm bringing to the table. You feel me? Like
Okay.
just artistically, like I'm just making good music and I'm not acting tough. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, portraying somebody I'm not. You feel me?
Right.
So,
Well, you bringing your real story and real struggles and real pain into your music that we're gonna talk about in a minute. But you are right. I feel like a lot of our California, West Coast, LA artists, it's not all gang banging music. I'm not gonna do that, but primarily it's just gang banging music or flocking music, and then you have the ratchet ones with bouncy busy bounce it shit. And it's like that shit is
you're
like
right. And they kind of do a little better than the average. Well, you know, it's a couple people going, but
mm,
this is what I will say though. I don't really necessarily blame the artist or whatnot. I more so blame the A&Rs and the labels, because like right now they
Yeah.
not really looking for uh artists with lyrics. They looking for the viral. You feel
Okay,
me?
yep.
They looking for the nigga who just did. But you could go viral from just doing some goofy shit
doing
or
bullshit, setting yourself on fire, or some dumb shit.
real talk,
Yeah.
pissing on a nigga grade. You feel me? And then niggas gonna watch you. They're not really looking for the talent
Okay.
because they, you know what I'm saying, focused on that. But I
Mhm.
feel like the streets, like motherfuckers, like the fans of music,
Yeah.
you gotta think like it's niggas right now that's 50 that grew up on hip hop. So
Yeah.
you got a demographic from, 25 to 50 years old. That's still 25 years. Them niggas be wanting real music. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? They want real, so it's a actual market for it.
Mhm.
They're just not marketing it. So a nigga like me, he got to do it on his own. You feel me?
Okay.
So
Absolutely. My last thing on it is I feel like so label A&Rs, they are out here looking for bullshit, looking for the viral artists, easy flip, not really doing no artist development. But what about the independent labels that we have out here in Cali? I feel like even they have to do a better job in making sure that they have lyrical artists on their roster. Even if you do have that one viral who make the bullshit song TikTok artist on your label, you got to make sure you got a lyricist to counter that. Have a balance. If you're gonna put 100,000 into a TikTok artist, put the same 100,000 into a lyrical artist, and then that's balance to me. At least it's fair.
right now, the labels are not really like labels, traditional labels where they will now they call it artist development.
Okay.
Back then, it was artist development was teaching a nigga how to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? Teaching
Yeah.
him how to dance, boo boo.
Yeah.
Now, artist development is you don't got no streams.
Uh-huh.
If you're not streaming, you don't have a large fan base already. We have to develop you. They not looking for that. They looking for the motherfucker who already streaming. So lyrical artists, like I said, when people is going crazy like that, it's off some viral shit. A nigga like me, you gotta grind it out and snowball and build your momentum up and
Okay.
build your streams
Build,
up. You
build
feel
a
me?
fan base, build a catalog too. Those
Then
are
they'll
the
come.
parts.
The art, that's what I meant by banks.
Okay.
They looking at it like, okay, if this nigga do 1 million streams a month, that's what, $4,000. In the next year, he'll have 48,000. We could give him a $50,000 upfront deal. We take all his streams on the back end. You
Okay.
feel me? If the nigga doing 10 million, then that's 40,000 a month. We could throw this nigga 400,000.
Okay.
You feel me? They a bank. You gotta pay
It's a
them
flip.
back that at the end. They're not coming and say, we gonna get this nigga right here. He got potential. He not doing the streams, but if we throw him 100, could fuck around and turn that. They not taking that risk no more.
Okay,
So
okay.
the game done switch where it don't. That's why it's not really talent.
Yeah.
Because if you go look at, if you just go watch Instagram, fuck the music. If you go watch Instagram and you see somebody on there talking knowledgeable, upright, you feel me, respectful, he might got some views on his video, some shares. But
Yeah.
if you see some weird, it's another video. This nigga just did some weird shit. We don't
Yeah,
know.
crazy.
That motherfucker got shared 50 million times.
That's the internet for you.
And
though.
he famous now.
That's the way of the internet, way
You
of
feel
social
me?
media rather.
That's what the
But every
labels
now
did.
and then you do have a lyrical artist who goes viral, like a Simba for a rapper's challenge. You feel me? I've seen that every blue moon you'll have an artist that can really rap, really about something, go viral for making a record, or even like Uncle Murder with the New Year's rap.
Oh
he
yeah,
does.
yeah, oh yeah.
At
That
the
was
end,
smart. That
you
was
feel me? Or
smart.
Papoose does it as well. That's an example of a lyrical artist with substance using social media to go,
To go
viral,
viral.
and get those clicks. So there, and then you got to think about the battle rap lane.
Mm-hmm.
How many millions of people watch that, and the money that's there, and the viralness that's there. So there's still some, and I'm hoping all of that
Battle
success
rap
for
is a
you,
crazy
definitely.
lane, too.
Yeah,
They been
yeah,
trying
but
to get me over there.
it's a platform. I feel like because those are fans. Now imagine if you win a battle rap, or you win a battle, and then you drop a new project.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. This how I feel, because you know, if those that don't know, most of the people, if y'all watching this, y'all know I used to battle. You feel me? I
Yep.
did the 106 in Park Freestyle Friday shit. Got retired, all that before I went to the pen twice. So this how I feel about battle rapping, and I'm not trying to put no jinx on nobody or nothing, but I just feel like when you over there in that lane, like people don't respect your artistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some battle rappers that's dope as fuck. Like, rapping, when they drop an album, people don't go flock to go get that album. So it's like, that's why I'm kind of, because I'm really, even before battle rapping, I was an artist. Like, I write all type of music, as we gonna get into with the, what you call it. So I just want motherfuckers to respect my artistry. I don't really want to go. But now if the bag is right, as I told you at the interview, if there's somebody jump out there for a real bag, somebody's cracking or something, I do
But
it.
otherwise, no.
Nah.
I respect it. I respect it. All right. Well, speaking of battle rap and lyricism, I wanted to start with a new icebreaker. Who are your top 5 favorite lyricists of all time?
Damn, man, you be hitting me with these.
From
and
anywhere,
I be-
not West Coast. From
Look,
anywhere.
you hit me with this question about Long Beach last time,
yeah.
and it caught me. So after I left, I'm like, man, I forgot about him, and him. So it's gonna be really hard for lyrical.
Take a second.
Lyrical.
5 favorite lyricists in hip hop history.
My favorite lyricist, I'm gonna have to say, Pac. I feel like he was a lyricist. He was a heart, emotional rapper, but he was a lyricist.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Hove. Like he was really one of my favorites. I'm gonna say you gotta say Kendrick. You gotta say J. Cole.
Okay.
And then the last one, it's like a few that's in my mind, because I like my boy from New York, King Los. I like
Okay.
Papoose, Eminem. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me to fit 5. You got Kiss, you got
Nas. I'm about to say Nas.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but as my most relevant, who you know what I'm saying, the first 5 that came to mind was the 4 I said in Eminem.
Okay.
Eminem hit, you know what I'm saying? But I could debate and argue with that all day. And
Okay.
plus, I know after this is over with, I'm gonna start thinking of other
Thinking of
niggas
which
like, damn, I fuck with
you
Cuz.
said M, Kendrick, J. Cole, Pac, and Hove.
Hove.
Okay, that's not a bad top 5 lyricist. I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah, Hove is.
All right, you spoke on doing the Freestyle Fridays. Was it for Once Us Apart?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
that's what
yep.
they used to do. What are some of the other highlights of your career so far, your rap career?
Man, it's been my rap career been so sparse and in between my prison sentences, but would say that Black College Reunion, y'all don't, the youngsters right here don't know nothing about the
Okay.
VCR. It was in Florida. BET used to go down there. Spring Bling.
I remember Spring Bling.
Yeah,
I was a
that
kid,
shit
but
was
yeah.
crazy though.
It looked lit. I remember Big Tig on stage with the rappers and stuff.
I
yeah.
think it was fucking over Freaknik. They used to have it in Daytona Beach.
Okay.
You feel me? I just went on tour with the nigga G Perico. That was my first tour I attended. That shit was dope.
Fire,
You know what
fire.
I'm
That was the
saying?
Hot Shot tour or another one?
Yeah, yep, the Hot Shot tour.
Okay,
yep,
that's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I
That's
guess
what's
I'd
up.
say them too.
Okay, what's your studio process like? Like when you get to the studio, what do you do? What's your
Honestly,
process?
bro, I got all that shit at my house. So I'm really, when it come to this writing shit, that's what I was gonna talk about. A lot of these rappers, they albums sound like they did it in one night. You know, a lot of songs. I don't like to do that. So
Okay.
when I be in the studio, like the big studios, it's really for the visual. That's just honestly like I like to intimately like. I used to even when I be in the stew with other niggas, I tell them email me the beat. I go get in the car and sit and write. Like you know what I'm saying. When I'm at the house, I'm not feeling rushed. I'm recording myself. I could take
All
3
day.
hours with a song. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
2 days with a song, and so
I know.
It's at the house.
Like Larry June records himself, and he likes to record in the morning. Do you prefer to record in the morning or at nights?
Nah,
What time of
whenever
day?
that shit hit me. Like
Okay.
I could be in the car. I could be on the way to the gym and start thinking about some shit and be like, man, I'm finna go. I gotta go get this in.
Okay.
It just hit me. You feel me? I could be on the toilet. Oh God,
Oh shit.
shitting, and something hit me, and I go right. Yep.
All right, I was gonna ask you for your studio essentials, but you be at home, so you got everything you need. There's nothing. But is there anything that you need in particular? Do you smoke or do you have to drink something? What's up?
I'm on probation, so
So,
I
yeah.
don't smoke. If you ever see me smoking, it was like stunt weed.
Prop weed.
Yeah, it was prop
Absolutely.
weed. You feel me? I might got some prop weed. You got some prop weed? I might got some prop weed right now. But other than that, and you know what I'm saying, some little Don Julio or something.
Okay.
Just a little bit, especially if I when I was smoking, like if I'm writing some deep shit, I need to smoke because that'll put me in my mind. But if I'm on some party shit
Yeah.
or something, I might have to hit the drink just to get into the mood.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
you feel me?
All right. Before we even get into the new project, let's talk about the last project, if you don't mind. Foster Child. Now that it's been out for a while, how's the feedback been? And then I want to know how you feel about it. But first, how's the feedback from other people been for the project?
The feedback I got was great. I just wish it would have did better. It would have got bigger. You feel me? But
Okay.
everybody, you know what I'm saying, they was fucking with the album. Everybody they got a hold of it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I thought it was a masterpiece.
Thank
I
you,
thought
bro.
it was. It just gave me hope in music still, because there's still artists out there that know how to put together a project, and I haven't heard that in
I
a
appreciate
minute.
that.
Not saying I never heard it before, but I haven't heard it in a minute.
Coming from you too,
Yeah.
as much as niggas is mad at you right now on the West, for you to say, y'all heard it right there.
Yeah,
Dejon Paul said the first one a masterpiece, and I feel like this next one is like
Elevated from that.
yeah,
I
way
agree.
better.
Yeah. All right, so if you could go back and change one song on Foster Child, what would it be? Or one thing about the Foster Child project, what would it be? This is just me being a
One
perfectionist.
song.
One song or one thing you could go back and change about it.
The mix on Head of Goliath.
Okay, was off to you.
Every time, now every time I listen to it, I was rushing it and I didn't get it all the way mixed right. Yeah, it bothers me every time.
Sometimes songs sound good in headphones and bad in the car. Sometimes songs sound bad in the car, good in the
Yeah.
headphones, or vice versa,
Yeah,
whatnot. So yeah, the mix is all right. Cool.
yeah, I would have got it better mixed, so I'm gonna make sure this one. Yeah,
Right.
you got the all raw. You didn't get no intros or nothing. There's no skits on there. Like I'm gonna do an intro and shit. You feel me?
Okay.
So yeah, you got it raw. It ain't mixed or nothing.
For sure. Also, so since the video's playing, we could talk about viral.
Go viral.
Go viral. Excuse me. Traditional party ratchet song. I assume that these songs are easy for you to make because I know the extent of your pen. Are these songs easy for you, or is it still a challenge?
Yeah, those is easy.
Okay.
It's really the hooks. It's really the hooks that
Mm.
on those because they're more simple. You got to be simple and catchy.
Yeah,
That's what.
catchy hooks.
Yeah, so that's really
Mm.
more harder for me because I'm not a simple rapper. But
Okay.
it's not. Nah, them songs is easy. You feel me? And
Let's talk
video
about
crazy.
this video if you don't mind. Did I just see Ash Bash?
Yeah, you seen Ash Bash. Shout out to Ash Bash.
Shout out
He
to
pulled
Ash
up on
Bash.
me. My
Okay.
nigga G4, Trifling, Too Much, Free Too
Shout out to
Much. You feel
Trifling,
me?
yeah.
Small Fade, it was my rapper niggas that was there. You feel me?
Okay. A
Yeah.
lot of strippers and dancers
Yeah,
and
we had strippers, models,
homegirls.
regular homegirls, all that. Yep.
Okay. Drinking tequila,
Yeah, this motherfucker was. Yeah.
having a good time. How important is it to you to have a good time, even though your music is very often very serious, but it still seems like you're able to have fun
Man,
and
that's at
turn
the
up?
utmost, man. We only live once, so
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. You feel me? Have a respectable,
Mhm.
safe, good time all the
Okay.
time. You feel me?
What's the latest industry event you ever been in?
Industry event?
Something where it's other artists. I don't want to talk about like a gang function or hood function.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
I was in Miami for this was a long time ago. I was in Miami. I think it was for Spring Bling. They had Spring Bling in Miami, and I was in the VIP of the VIP. You feel
okay,
me?
okay.
So the second row with
Yeah.
everybody. This one, Keisha Cole,
Fire.
Lil Wayne, Baby, all them niggas, Slim, Jada Kiss, Busta Rhymes. I got in the club with Busta. Cause he used to fuck with me. He judged one of my first battles on 106 in Park.
Okay.
So Busta got me in the club. It was just crazy.
That is
That's
crazy.
when they was fucking with me, like the industry too. You feel
Okay.
me?
Why? Okay, let's talk about this. This is something that's very, very funny to me. Why are you so adamant about Long Beach and LA being different when Long Beach is a part of Los Angeles County?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I damn near want to pull
You
up the
want- you want a
clip.
shot? You want a
I'm
shot?
good. I'm working. But yeah, that's funny to me that you said you
Okay.
posted a video talking about it on
All right, so
Instagram.
that video,
yeah.
I don't know if we want to get into
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna get to but
Okay.
let's start on that
All right,
part.
so that was really more so on the politics as far as in the streets, not like
Musically?
the city or musically. Yeah, nah, definitely not
Okay.
musically because this the West Coast. You
West
feel me?
Coast, yeah,
But
Cali.
nah, that was more talking about the politics as far as Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? When niggas go to prison and all of that, it's one card. You feel me? It's
Okay.
the Long Beach card. It's all the Long Beach niggas is gonna be in the same card. So you feel me? We on the streets and a lot of niggas is promoting this hate, you know what I'm saying, violence, whatever, you feel me, towards each other. And then you go to the county, it's the same thing. Cause you running phase, you doing all the shit, and then when you get to the pen, niggas gonna say, chill out, we not doing that. This is a Long Beach card. And so, you know what I'm saying? When I went to prison, I went to my last bit, I went to the feds. So it's even deeper than that. We in the feds, they might have you in motherfucking Indiana or Kentucky.
Okay.
You just hope another Crip hit the yard or Damu. When I was in Kentucky, Big Sandy, Kentucky, the Crips and the Damus was on the aid and assist with each other. That means we was in the same. The Bloods and the Crips was on it because you on the yard with niggas from the South car, Atlanta, Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky. You got the DC car. No DC niggas go to. They don't got no state penitentiary. Everything in DC is federal.
Federal,
They
'cause
deep
it's
as
a
a
district of
motherfucker.
Columbia,
The
okay.
Muslims deep. You got the Texas Mexicans. You got the Sureños. So when you on them yards, cause you just want to see a nigga that's like minded like you. And now this nigga is my bro. I'm finna have to die and kill with this nigga. And all the politics in the pen really ultimately be about peace. You gonna jump on your own homie, especially me, cause I'm in here with 96 months, cuz this nigga got 1,000 months too. Nigga, this nigga got 36 months. We trying to get home, bro. This life or death right here. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, if it go up, it better be a real reason behind it. It can't be no goofy shit. You can't be stealing, running up debts on the spice, wigging out. We gonna fuck you up. Your own homie, we gonna fuck you up, bro. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, why can't we take that to the streets? The same politic. Long Beach already do it. LA don't. When them niggas go to prison, it's not the LA card. It's the neighborhood card, the gangster card. That they segregated within LA, we not. So that's
How much
just
of
what
these prison politics or gang politics do you feel spill over into the music politics? Because they clearly do.
They definitely do. That's why the West Coast is losing right now. You feel me? Because we got different politics than Atlanta and New York. You feel me? It's so segregated. It spill over like a motherfucker. You seeing a little bit now. I think Nip was like a big example, or from the beginning, I'm bullshit. Death Row. Them
Okay.
niggas had
Yeah, that
everybody.
was
Crips, blood. They was trying to get
to
the
get
paper.
that money, get the
Yeah,
bread. Yeah,
these
business.
niggas now, like, it's just
But
weird.
we saw it again with the YG Nipsey
Nip
camp
made it.
and movement. Yeah,
Yep.
that was dope too.
Yeah, I'm really on that, man. I'm on. You feel me? I am who I am, and what I am, that ain't never gonna change. You feel me? But niggas grow and develop. You feel me? And it's Ramadan right now.
Yep.
Bro, it's nighttime. I had to take a shot to knock the edge off. You feel me? Which is still wrong, but
you can't. I thought it was sun up,
after
sun down.
yeah, but it's still like I like to go the whole 30 without
Okay,
none of it.
okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But as far as that, like I'm a Muslim too, and I was really taught like, you know what I'm saying, peace. Like as far as just exhibiting that with your fellow men, you know what I'm saying, within yourself, trying to find peace and with God, with God's creation and God. You feel me? So I be really trying to be on that time first.
Okay.
But it's still. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean it will be a balance, but you human though.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so no, I want to ask you also, do you feel like Long Beach rappers or artists from Long Beach get any prejudice or get less shine, or do they have a disadvantage versus a rapper from other parts of LA County or from LA, or is it all the same even playing field?
I don't think it's no prejudice for real. I think if anything, you feel me, Snoop and Warren and them, Daz, all them, they set the precedence to where niggas is respected. They know like niggas can really come out the city that are talented. Like Long Beach is very talented. You feel me?
Okay. You would actually make a dope podcaster in my opinion. Like I would watch content with you. Have you ever considered getting into podcasting or doing that type of content? Because you do stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
You do make YouTube videos, but have you ever thought about doing?
A lot of people been saying that, but I gotta focus on this music right now. I gotta give myself like one tour where motherfuckers is coming there to see me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but afterwards you would.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's like the new retired rapper. They clown niggas for doing it, but really ain't nothing wrong with that.
I feel like active rappers should do it. I feel like every rapper should have a podcast because then you can interview your rapper homies when they drop music, and it's especially out here. Like YG still putting out music. He has a podcast. So when Tyga drops a project, Tyga can go up to the 400 podcast and do an interview. You get what I'm saying? And then if Tyga got a podcast, when YG drops, he can go on his. I feel like one day out of the week, a rapper should be able to take time to do a podcast with his homies or something like that. And I feel like that'll work.
Okay.
It'll be just like having merch, just like everything else in the branding arsenal. I feel like having a podcast would do that. It's content.
I'm gonna keep it real. I gotta give credit to where I heard this from, which it makes sense. It was already like a subconscious thought. The nigga G Perico told me like some shit like, when you a rapper, like everybody don't want to hear you on the net having an opinion on everything. Like that dulls your, I don't know what to call it, like your mystique. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, because when you podcasting, you got to touch on all the events. You got to be talking too much.
You don't have to have that type of podcast. I wouldn't mind to see certain rappers do sports podcasts. I wouldn't mind to see certain rappers do food cooking shows and shit like that. I wouldn't mind certain rappers only doing political topics, or certain rappers only talking about music. Only certain rappers interview. You don't have to talk about any current events. You could be a rapper that interview other rappers.
Yeah, I'm too opinionated. I talk too much, bro.
Right.
But look though, this is what I was gonna say. Do you think that would dull you, like, or not even just you, the public, from taking him serious as an artist though? Like, or would they look at him? Because I don't know how to say it, bro, but people are just tricky. The psyche of people is tricky, bro. It's like right now, I'm dope as a motherfucker right now. People seeing me. But as soon as somebody else come and stamp me, everybody gonna fuck with me. It's like weird, like how people think.
I get what you're saying, but that's like saying a basketball player who does a podcast is not gonna be took serious on the court. It's like, but if everybody's doing it,
if he's still in the that's different.
Do you know how many players? But that's what I'm saying. Do you know how many players in the NBA are doing podcasts and YouTube content? And so I'm saying, if right now, if 10 LA or 10 West Coast rappers come out with their own podcast and they can all interview each other and promote each other on their platforms, and that's like a weekly thing, that content is good.
Well,
It's like,
I can see that.
yeah,
If
yeah,
it was a
that's some bullshit to me.
yeah, but you know them niggas and niggas ain't about to do that.
Oh,
But now that
uh-huh.
if it was a thing and we gonna come together, boo, we gonna interview each
Yep.
other. That would get the fan base up. I think
Mhm.
it could work. The conversation got to be minimal. Him
Yeah.
exposing like his character got to be minimal. It's like
Okay,
if
yeah.
people see you all the time,
Mhm.
they not gonna pay to go to your show. I hear people say, "Oh man, he been here 17 times." So you see this nigga all the time on the TV.
You still come from an exclusive generation.
Be
Back when
a
you
little
saw the
bit exclusive.
artists certain times. Now we see the artists 24/7. We know what they have for breakfast, lunch, dinner. We know their baby mama name. We know everything about
you
the
right.
artist. So yeah, different generations. You right
You
about
right.
that. Let's get to the new album. Thug Passion. What's the
Just two dots. Just two dots.
Okay, so the
Thug
dots.
dot
Excuse me.
passion
Thug Passion.
dot. Just
Not
two.
3 dots, 2 dots.
Yeah.
Excuse me, please.
Yep.
What's the meaning behind the title? Please excuse
Thug
me.
Passion. You know, Pac, as I said, he one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
But if there were still CDs, this would be a double disc.
Double this.
You feel me? So you got the Thug side. It's 14 songs. Seven songs is the Thug side. And
Okay.
the last 8 or the last 7, I'm tripping. Starting at number 8 is the Passion side. And really, this is gonna be the first time where I just show my full ability as an artist because I got R&B on there. You feel me? A lot of people don't know I could harmonize. I can't sing or blow or nothing like that. But
Harmonize.
a nigga
okay.
really, you feel me, could get in there and I write all type of music. So I just blended with this one. This is one of them ones like for the fans, like here. You know what I'm saying? Check me out.
All right. What's harder to make, the street records, the introspective records, or the lady friendly records? That's what I call them.
Introspective. Explain that. Define that word for
Introspective is when you're rapping about something that is very personal, something where you're reflecting, something giving much personal thought.
You said the street records,
Yeah.
the introspect records.
And then the lady friendly records, which is the hardest for you to write or record. Like a record about something personal, a record about,
No, I know what you're saying.
And then,
Cause I just be letting shit talk to me, bro. Like the beat will talk to me. I don't know
Okay.
how to explain it. Or I'll write something without a beat.
Mm.
So whatever I was writing at that moment, I'm in the mood for it. But like I said earlier,
Mm.
the club like radio record probably would be the hardest for me because I have not made a hit yet. You get what I'm saying? I got dope records, but ain't nothing took off. So I could say that. You feel me?
Okay,
You know what
now
I'm saying?
which of these records do you feel you get the best feedback from? Like from your fans, messages, DMs, comments, or
Introspective.
the introspective ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Respect. All right. So my personal favorite song on the project is Pac Told Me with the Keep Your Head Up reference.
Yeah, that's number 2.
Right. You open up about some domestic situations and how you may have exuded feminine traits. These are your words. Like being overly emotional, responding to certain situations, overly emotional. When I think of emotion, I automatically think of a female. When I think of logic, I think of a male or a man.
Exactly.
Masculinity when I think of
Yep.
logic. But what made you write those bars in the first place, or talk about that?
I just, you know what I'm saying, it was like an epiphany I had in prison, you feel me, like cuz I was really going back on my childhood and why I was the way I was, you feel me? And I was reading like a lot of psychology books and shit, and so I just I kind of, despised my mama, right? But I came to the realization that like I act like her in a lot of ways because I was raised without my father. You feel
Okay.
me? And so niggas will be having these ways that we think are really masculine, but they really feminine. You feel
Right.
me? So I said it, and a lot of niggas that word just throw them off. But so the bars were, I was raised by women. I had some feminine traits. One day my bitch made me mad, and then I spit in her face. Oh, you don't get it yet? Women are emotional. It takes a man to teach emotion under intellect. Hey, little baby, I'm a man now. I ain't really into that. My aura too damn peaceful. I ain't got to disrespect. So what I was saying to that was basically like, I used to, argue and when I would get mad, like I even put my hands on a woman before, you feel me? Like when I was young. And I just had the realization, like, damn, that was really feminine.
Yeah.
That wasn't masculine, like, because really a female, that's what they got. They got their mouth over us, and you feel me? So
Yeah.
when you stoop down to that level and you arguing with a broad, like, you really being feminine. You know what I'm saying? A man is not finna. I'm not at this point in my life, like me and my woman, we're not finna like argue.
Okay.
Because if it's something that I'm standing on, I'm just standing on that as the man. Like, it's like take it or leave it type shit. You feel me? But I'm also understanding. I'ma listen to you. You know what I mean? I actually listen to understand. You feel
Okay.
me? But if it's something that I'm standing on, I'm not finna try to convince you. You feel me? When you arguing with somebody, it's like you give them leeway to challenge you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I only argue about sports and music.
Yeah,
that's the only thing
different.
I argue about. I don't argue about anything else.
But
I
is
swear.
that really that's like a debate?
Debate. You get what I'm saying? But
Nah,
again,
I would debate
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
like a motherfucker. But we talking about where I'm like, me and you is not finna sit here and exchange no harsh words with each other, bro. If
No,
it start
not for
getting
too
there,
long.
I'm
It's
probably
good.
gonna take off on
Yeah,
you or
or
leave the
vice versa.
situation.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
bro, it's over with. Let's end it.
Too much
Ooh,
back and forth for
same
another
thing
guy is
with a
crazy.
But
Yeah.
I feel like if you see, like, as my grown up side, if I see two niggas like yelling and arguing, I think it as them as they on some bitch shit.
Okay.
Them niggas feminine.
All right.
You feel me?
I get what you're saying. I actually like it was noteworthy. I wrote it down, and I just like the concept and the fact that you was vulnerable enough. To, I've never heard a rapper refer to that.
Yeah.
And you saying things about. So let's switch over to the Never Let Go.
Never Let It Go.
Never Let It Go record.
Yeah.
In that music video that you put out.
What's that? That's number 7. That's track 7.
Track
Pac
7.
told me track 2.
Okay. So on Never Let It Go, you in the music video you had someone portray your mother. And was that scene difficult for you to watch or produce? I assume it was your idea to do
that
it.
scene was light. Like, honestly.
Okay.
So, no, it wasn't difficult for me to watch. It was like more so like it was is nostalgic like a positive word?
It can be, yeah.
But it could be a negative word too.
It's rarely used for negative words.
Okay, that's why I couldn't remember if it if it means like a negative remembrance. But like it was more of that. And then we shot the video at, you know what I'm saying, where my grandma passed away at, like them apartments where I grew up at. Yeah,
where you had the
21st
hanging
and
mic. Okay.
Yeah, so it was more so it was like more nostalgic because even that part was like more beautiful. Like, damn, I'm really coming back. It would be better if I was at a higher point in my career, but it was still like nostalgic in a way.
Dope. And so the bar is your mama said, what's the
Mama
hell
say I talk too much. She never really liked me though, so I don't share my thoughts as much unless it's on this microphone.
Okay, when did
they saying God we trust, but I ain't never met him though.
When did you notice that pattern? When did you notice that? Oh, I might be holding things in because my mother used to get on me about talking too much, or XYZ, or her disposition towards
you. Just heard me say I talk too much. Like, I hear that all the time. Like, if I'm getting comfortable with somebody, obviously I'm opening up right now. But if I'm getting comfortable with somebody, I always hear it in my head. Like, I'll be like, hey, am I talking too much? I might actually say that. Like, you feel me? Like, because you know sometimes a motherfucker could be talking and you'll drift off on them. Don't do that on me. Like,
be attentive.
Yeah. You feel me? So yeah, a lot of times I just, especially in my younger years, I wouldn't talk. You feel me? I wouldn't talk in the public to people. Now, if I got personal with you, motherfucker gonna tell you like that nigga talk a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. All right, when you were shooting that video, what was that day like when you shot the Never Let It Go video? Because you just said it was a very special part. Nostalgic. Okay.
Nah, it was dope. I had my little brothers pull up. My two little brothers, my daddy's sons, and they little homeboys. They never got to meet my grandma, which is our dad's mom. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She was already passed away, but that was a pretty dope video. I chose to make that like the first video off the album before the album even dropped.
Fire.
It was fire. It was so dope, but we gonna take you through all the emotions on this album. I'm telling you.
That's what you did.
Yeah, Lone Wolf.
That's
what
he
beginning.
Did.
You know what I'm saying? We go all the way from Lone Wolf to Without Me. You feel me? Bitch, you ain't shit without me.
Right.
To Pussy Special. You feel me?
I got a question about that. But then things switch up with the OnlyFans record, I believe.
OnlyFans.
That's where the tempo and everything is when it gets the passion.
OnlyFans is the beginning of passion. Exactly.
Okay. Talk to me about the OnlyFans record and how much money do you spend on OnlyFans, if any?
That's wild. Honestly, Damn, this is gonna be kind of hypocritical. I don't have an OnlyFans.
Okay.
It was just a
A
dope.
song that you
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it just hit me.
You
You
just
feel
made a
me?
song about it. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
called
I just
rapper cap.
yeah, that is definitely
That's
cap.
good
At least
rapper
I ain't
cap.
capping about killing nobody
Yeah,
or nothing, though. You
that's
feel me?
rapper cap.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
definitely rapper cap.
Uh-huh.
But no, I see. Okay, so it's not as much cap because I do see a lot of females on Instagram and shit like that. That I be like, oh, she bad, and they will have a OnlyFans.
Link in the
But I
bio or
never
something.
actually went and subscribed to
Paid,
nobody
okay.
OnlyFans though. You feel me?
Shout out to
But-
all the OnlyFans.
and shout out to my
people.
nigga Dre. I got a real R&B legend on there. You feel me? He on the second verse, but I that's where I started it off. I hit y'all straight with the R&B, bam, and the song is a banger. Like you feel me?
Okay, okay.
It's a banger.
Not to get all in your business, but do you have a special lady in your life or at the time? Are you dating? And how are you balancing that with your career and this new album?
I'm not really into like what's it called, modern or whatever the relationships. I don't know the
Monogamy?
word. No, I'm not into monogamy. I don't believe it's a man's nature to be monogamous. You feel me? But that doesn't mean I lack discipline. And that doesn't mean I don't have the ability to be monogamous. But I'm really
Okay.
yeah, I'm not really into that.
Cool. What's your craziest experience with female fans, if you have any so far?
They be probably I don't know if it's crazy, but grabbing my dick like
While you performing?
no, not while I'm performing. Just like if after I got off stage or something.
Okay.
Going
That's
through,
crazy.
yeah.
That's
grab
why
my
the
dick.
project called Thug Passion. The passion part. They passionate about you. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
grabbing my dick like damn. I was kind of you feel me thirsty a little bit.
I mean, they fans though. But but if a
I
male,
started
if
to
a
grab
male,
her pussy and then
but see,
I
then
was
it's
in trouble.
then you
so
get a lawsuit. And if
don't
a
grab
male fan did that to a female artist, she would slap him or record him, go viral. So it is what's the word? Double standard.
it is.
That's a double standard.
Honestly, I like the fact that
Mhm.
she was excited and lost control, but I did not like that though.
Show some restraint. Don't sexually assault the rapper,
For sure.
miss, please. All right, so you decided to close the project out with the Pussy Special song. Why was that? What was it? Was a conscious decision for that record, and why did you choose that record as the perfect? I want to say outro to the project,
I mean,
or
it's
ending
it's
to the project.
It's the end of Passion,
Uh-huh.
and it's a straight like it's a sexy record. Like it's a sex record. That's what we talk about. I'm gonna make
Okay.
the pussy special. You feel me? I actually did that song. That was my first R&B song, and a few people that heard the song that I let, cause I, you know what I'm saying, hey, what you think about this? And a couple of the females that was like, you need to make more songs like that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So that's why I end up doing the Thug Passion. You feel me?
And who produced the Pussy Special song?